Yo, stay focused, man's on a mission. Wavy like the ocean, ain't got time for inhibition. Eyes on a prize, lock it in your vision. Straight up, man, that's gotta make a decision. Stay focused, man, I gotta go. Can't be going backwards, I can't be going slow. Gotta take the lead and I gotta steal the show.
What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing today? Hope y'all are doing awesome. Today, doing another Sea of Survival video. I did a list of all my Seas of Survival. I think I had 17 of them. Most of you have some Seas of Survival, you know, in a SHTF situation. The Seas of Survival, you know what I'm talking about. But so there's, you know, 5, some have 10, some have 12. I added a few of my own personal ones, and I'm going to just go over more in detail each one of those like I've been doing. So, but today's is going to be one that probably most, if not no one, has on theirs, and that is caches. You might wonder, how is caches a Sea of Survival? You can survive without caches. Well, yes, you can, but we're going to talk about that here in a minute. Why I think it's a Sea of Survival. Caches. The reason I say cache, and that's more of a bug out, in a bug out situation. Obviously, if you're bugging in, you've got everything at your house. You don't need a cache. But if you're bugging out, you know, and it kind of depends on your bug out plan, your bug out location, how far away it is. But caches are very important if you have to put on that backpack and leave, or even if you're driving. You know, it kind of, like I said, it all depends on your plan of attack when it comes to bugging out. Hey y'all, sorry to interrupt the show, but I just wanted to just come on real quick and thank y'all for watching. And if you haven't already, and you feel obliged, why don't you go down and do the YouTube stuff real quick. Take a couple seconds and smash that subscribe button, or just tap it, or just hit it, or caress it, or whatever you gotta do. Just hit that subscribe button. According to my analytics, only 10% of you are actually subscribed, and so, I mean, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Hit the, you know, and if you want to support the show in financially a little bit, if you're inclined, no pressure, but there's that super thanks button if you feel like it. There's also memberships if you want to join. Don't quite have any members yet, but you know, we'll get there. But anyway, just hit that subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up, and you know, do the stuff. Appreciate y'all. I love you. I wouldn't be doing this without you. All right, now back to the show. But if you're, you know, take off in your truck, you can only fit so much in your truck or your car. You know, you can't take everything with you. You know, if you have it all at your house, you can only take what you can carry. But what happens when that runs out? Or what happens when you reach your bug out location? You know, that's the thing. Like if you're walking on a good day, good average day, most people could probably, you know, 10 miles a day. You know, if your location is 50 miles away, that's a 5-day walk, 5 to 10 day, depending on, you know, how fast you walk. If you've got older people or younger kids or something, you know, it might take you a little longer. If somebody gets hurt, sprains an ankle or something and can't walk very good, it could take a little longer than that. So you've got to plan for that, and you can't, you know, and that keeps your bug out bag a little lighter. If you strategically can place, you know, a cache every 5 to 10 miles along the path, some waypoints, you know, along the path, and have, you know, just enough there for your team, your mag, your whoever's going to be going on that, you know, because you might have different groups, but just enough to replenish whatever you've used. You know, then you only have to pack, you know, a day or two's worth of food, you know, pack maybe 2 days worth of food and water. And then when you get to that cache, just re-up. You don't have to take it all. You don't have to hog it. Save some for the group that's coming behind you. You know, if you had to use your firearm, you know,
refill your mags, refill your water bottles, refill, whatever, your medical. If you did have an injury, you had to use some medical equipment, so you can refill that up along the way. And that's why I think caches are very important. Because if you're walking a 5-day hike, 5-day bug out, whatever your plan is, it could be even further than that. It may not be as far as that, but it could be. If you run out of food and water, then what? Then you're hunting it down, and if you're in, depending on the climate you're in, the area you're in, you may not have water. There may not be streams and lakes and, water supplies. If you're not in a city, there may not be, really much of a chance to get any water. So if you have these caches strategically placed along the way, you can replenish, you can re-up, restock what you've used. And, I'm not saying you have to hoard it all. You don't need to keep like a ton of stuff there. You don't have to keep like guns and, maybe some gun parts, AR parts. If you're using ARs, you might need something. You might need a whatever. I mean, we're not talking about like full on parts, but you could even keep guns there. But ammo, medical, food, water, mostly. Maybe some clothes if your clothes get wet or whatever, and you've got to change of clothes to change into. Socks, just stuff like that. Comfort items. Just the necessities to get you there. I'm not saying, make a big, a big prepper hoarders, supply, but, just enough for your mag, for your team, for whoever's going to be making that trek along that path. There might be a group in front of you, there might be a group behind you. When you get there, you just replenish what you ate and then move on to the next one. And then you've got your food, your water, your medical till you get to the next one. If you don't have to use any of your medical or don't have to use any of your ammo, then you don't worry about it when you get to that next cache. And then when you get to your bug out, have most of it there at your bug out location, but then you can also do spider point caches along the way. You can, we're running low on this, let's run up here to this one, and now let's run up here to that one, and, get some, so that you've got what you need. Because once you get to that bug out location, then what? You've still got to resupply. You are your own resupply. You may not be able to just run up to the grocery store and buy what you need. You may not be able to just run to the gun store and buy more ammo. You may not be able to run to Walgreens or whatever and get more medical stuff. You might not. You're probably not going to be able to do that. So that's like a big thing. And medications, that's another thing. Put it in your caches. Have a few bottles of, the basics, And that's why I say cache. That's not just in a normal, all scenarios, sea of survival, like food and water, like calories and canned container and stuff like that. That's like stuff you have to have no matter where you're at. Cache is more of a bug out survival, in my opinion. Could you survive without them? Yes. But for how long? I mean, really, if you've got a long trek, that's just more stuff you got to throw in your backpack. You've got to throw more water in there. Or you've got to have a path that goes to water that you can refill your waters. And you got to throw more food in it. And you've got to throw all your, you've got to make sure then it just weighs you down. The lighter you can travel, the better. So if you strategically place some caches along the way every 5 to 10 miles, I know that may sound a little extreme, like how can I do that? Get your mag together. One person do one, even if it's some kind of storage units. 5 miles down the road, there's a storage unit. And then another 5 miles down the road, there's another storage unit that you don't have to pay for them all. Get people on your mag. Everybody, if every family member, every, small group takes their own, gets their own storage unit, then you've got it. Then you've got it handled. or however you can do it. You know, or 5 miles up the road is his house. Go there and grab that. And then another 5 miles up there, you go to this person's house. Or however you know, it's your plan, you make the plan. I'm just saying I think cache is an important sea of survival in a bug out situation. And that's why I put it that. It's not like and that's why most people probably don't have it, because it's not your primary thing. Because you could, if you plan right, you could survive without caches. But I think, I think caches is a big think anyway, that's all I got on that. If you got a comment, leave it below. If you know, if you think it's a good idea, bad idea, whatever, just let me know in the comments. You know, help us out, help everybody, help me help everybody. So yeah, leave it in the comments. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. You know the YouTube stuff, costs you nothing. You know, if you want to hit the super thanks and leave a donation, that would be killer. But like I said, just subscribe. Costs you nothing, helps me out a ton. Every little teeny bit helps a lot. And again, appreciate y'all. Love you. And I will see you in the next one.